What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon Kindle. Create space. Link will be in the description box below. As usual, this was entitled Who Are You to You? You know, um, I firmly believe that our current society is delusional. We always put ourselves higher on a pedestal, and we're not honest with ourselves about ourselves. You know, we're not honest about how we we're not honest about how we take care of ourselves. We're not honest about that. We're not we're not honest about um, our position in life. We're not honest about that. We're not honest about how we can make improvements. We're not honest about that. We're not honest about whose fault it is that we're not where we want to be. We're not honest about that. We're not honest about giving credit to the people that got us to where we're at. We're not honest about that. So who are you to you? Like, if you look in the mirror, are you your best you? If so, congratulations. If not, are you trying to improve to become your best you, or are you just procrastinating on yourself? Because a lot of people don't want to admit that they've been procrastinating on being their best selves because they want somebody else to come along and do it for them, which is not cool. You know, everybody's going to the doctor. They keep telling these people eat better and exercise. Are you eating better and exercising? No. Whose fault is that? But you feel good because you might have put on uh, some expensive or brand name clothes that makes it better. It doesn't make it better. You know, you're smoking and drinking, and it relaxes you. But you would need that smoke and drink if you were actually actively trying to be your best you. Would need it. But that's the question. That's the problem, right? Um, let's go a little bit further, real quick. You know, what are you doing? Are you your best you when somebody else pays the cost to be the boss, or are you your best you when you pay the cost to be the boss? See, what I mean by delusional earlier is when you show up, are people happy to see you because they know it's about to get done, or when you show up, are people like, here we go with the games again? That's the question. Now, who are you comfortable being with? Because here's my thing: if you know you a go getter, you know you can go get it for yourself, and that confidence means you can attack this world in a way that you'll be successful in yourself. If you're not a go getter and you think you are a hustler who tries to manipulate other people to get it for you, I never see you getting it. You know why I say that? Is because what winds up happening is your procrastination of, oh, I got big things going on over here. You say that everywhere you go. You hustling this person to do something for you because you got big things to do. You got to be over here right now. But when you go over there where you need to be, you ain't doing nothing over there either. So you really ain't putting in no work nowhere. Um, are you, are you fun to be around? Do people like your company, or do people, you know, have to put up with your existence? It's two different things. And who are you to you? Like, are you the life of the party to you? And other people are like, this dude, man, it's time that I go home because they just showed up. I don't even be around them. You know, because sometimes, you know, who you are is in the work you put in when nobody's looking. Like when nobody's looking, are you focused on becoming a better you? When nobody's looking, when nobody's looking, are you actually going to put forth your best effort? Because see, that's what most people don't want to admit. Like who you are is who you are when nobody's around. Are you if you real when nobody's around. You're not real when people are around, and then you fake when nobody's around. That ain't how it works. You know, what is your standard for yourself? You feel me? Like, are you gonna put in that extra work for yourself? Are you gonna understand that it pays off for you in the long run? You know, when you say you want to do something or want to be something, are you gonna hold yourself to that same standard, whether you get help or not? Are you gonna put forth your effort to get it done, whether you get help or not? No, because I'm not gonna lie. Some people are more successful than other people in this world because they have a better support system. You might have a person who's excellent, but maybe just by themselves, and they won't be able to get as far as a person who is not excellent, but they have a bunch. They're surrounded by a bunch of excellent people who can help them. That happens, but that doesn't stop you from trying, from pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. Uh, are are you afraid to be your best you? Should be another question. You know, because some people see themselves as this grandiose character, but when it's time to actually be that, they shrink under pressure. You know, and what I mean by that, you might have a conversation with a person who tells you that they legit. You know, but when it's time to show people that they legit, then all of a sudden it's not the right time. It is the right time because some people have to get ready, some people stay ready. Legit people stay ready. They always ready. And they're not scared to be ready and make mistakes because nobody's gonna be perfect. You know, who are you to you? Are you a talker or are you a doer? It's a good question. You know, um, you got to figure these things out for yourself. You really do. Matter of fact, how do you how do you punish yourself, and how do you reward yourself? You know, how how do you say, yo, you just did a good job? Cool. You can do this now. Are you one of those people who say, I halfway did a good job and I earned it because you know? And what I mean by that is I know people who are half-ass, and they get themselves a pat on the back for doing half-ass stuff. But then at the same time, they, when they see somebody doing things thorough, when they see someone who's thorough, they try to be dismissive of it because they know that's the extra work that they should have put in. Because ultimately, who you're responsible for in this life is you. You know, you never be able to treat anybody as well as you treat you. You'll never be able to see anybody from in a higher way than you see yourself. You know, if you're a confident person, you can see the confidence in other people. If you're not confident, you're gonna always have a skewed view of how confident other people are. If you're a real person, you're gonna see people in a real way. If you're not, you're gonna see people in a fake way. You know what I mean? So you got to figure out who are you to you, because until you know who you are and how you treat yourself, and how real you are with yourself, you always relate to people in a falsehood. And sometimes it takes a while, because sometimes you don't you we love to see our positives, but we hate to see our negatives. You know, you can't master yourself. You can't understand your pros and cons. You have to take a good hard look at yourself and understand your negatives. You know, understand your strengths, but more so understand your weaknesses to make your weaknesses stronger. You won't be perfect, nobody will, but that doesn't mean you can't be a work in progress. You feel me? Come on.